to the big house, Michigan Stadium. What a game and what potential drama we have in store. You've seen this script before. Top 10 team goes into a cauldron of emotion on the road and just hopes to be able to get out and tell about it. It's the Texas Longhorns and the Michigan Wolverines. Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with you. Let's say hello to our friend Holly Rowe on the sideline.
When you talk about iconic stadiums in college football, the Big House has to be at the top of your list. One of the most unique stadiums. It is nestled down in the ground. It is loud. It is fun. Ann Arbor has one of the finest stadiums in college sports. Guys?
Thanks, Holly. The Wolverines ready to put toe to leather, and here we go. On the run from inside his own 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. Here's Brown to begin the drive. Good, solid, determined run there. They'll mark him down at the 27.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
After the 9-yard pickup on first down, here's 2nd and 1. A give to Brown. They went right back to him, and this time the defense was all over him. Nothing to show for that run.
Great job of contained by this defense. And in order to do that, the end man on the line of scrimmage defensively has got to be able to set the point and force the football back into traffic. That's exactly what happened.
Opening drive of the game, and they're facing 3rd and 1. Here's Arch to throw. Floats it out in space. He ended up losing yardage on the play, and that'll bring up 4th down. Well, they were counting on winning the one-on-one battle. They got the completion, but the yardage didn't work out.
Yeah, and a lot of times, man, that's what I do in short yardage situation. 3rd and short, make my guy fall forward for a couple yards, try to get...
Hold on a minute. The offense still out there going for it in their own territory. Keep it on the ground. It's Brown. Big on big, man on man, and the defense wins on 4th down.
Aggressive. You want to be aggressive. You want to take chances, and you tell your team about it all week, and you come out and you get an opportunity in the first half to go for it on 4th down. You shot your shot. The problem is now you put your defense in a bad situation early in this game where you're going to have to try to find a way to get a stop and create some momentum.
And they'll wrestle him to the ground after a short gain.
When you play the option and you play this responsibility football, sometimes your eyes can get lost. They didn't on that play. Nice job honing in, getting in there quickly, getting the quarterback to the ground.
Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. Here's Underwood to throw. A shot toward the end zone. And they can't hook up. Going for the big play on 2nd down. Now it's 3rd down.
Oh, that is a throw that is just going to haunt this quarterback. He had his target wide open running deep. That should be a touchdown, but the QB overthrew him. That is going to haunt this quarterback tonight.
They're close enough for a makeable field goal from the 26, but they'd love to convert this 3rd and long. They go play action, Bryce Underwood. Trying to make magic on the scramble. What a nice job by the defense stringing that out and forcing him out of bounds. He got nothing.
And sometimes these QBs, man, you just want them to hang in the pocket maybe just a little bit longer. It's 3rd down. I got a little bit I got to get, and I think he pulls the football down, tries to make a play with his feet, but the defense does their job and forces the 4th down.
Good, right down the boulevard. And the first points of the day come on that field goal.
He'll take that first drive. Like, you wanted a touchdown, but you gave the people here at home something to cheer about on that first drive. Move the football enough to get your kicker an opportunity and to put 3 on the board.
Fielded in the end zone, it's Bishop. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Texas offense makes its way out to begin the drive. I think the one thing you can say here, Jesse, is that both defenses have done a pretty good job mitigating damages.
Yeah, and on that last drive, not getting it on 4th basically only cost you 3 points. That's the good news. Let's just turn the page, David, and move on.
So I think you can still be aggressive. You can still go for it on 4th down. Now you know you can trust your defense.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. Now the Wolverines call a timeout. It's their first. After using an early one, 2 left for them to spend. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. They go play action with Manning. Myers on the move. And full extension down the right side for the grab. How about the tight end showing the athleticism and diving to make that grab?
It's so nice as a quarterback, Reese, to have a tight end who's athletic and can make the play when it's not a perfect throw.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Steps to his left, out of the pocket. He can't make the catch and over the middle of the field. Sometimes you hear those footsteps. It's 3rd down.
What a play by the defender that time, because he's matched up one-on-one man coverage against an outstanding wide receiver, and it's the defender who makes the play. Really, really good position. He was up to the challenge. Be interesting to see if this quarterback goes his way again.
Manning lines up in the gun on 3rd down. Beautifully thrown ball. Terrific catch, and they'll have the first down.
And that's a really fun toy to have. When you can go 5 wide and use your running back, man, and make them have to cover him with a bigger body. A guy that he's faster than, but a guy that can now run routes. And you see these running backs, man, they've developed so well in their route running. Nice route, on the same page with this quarterback. They have a nice connection right there.
That's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's 1st down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
Breaks the tackle. Maybe a crease. And he scores! Touchdown, Longhorns! Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point makes it 7-3. So a drive there of 85 yards. And he closed the deal by scooting 31 yards for the score. And And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Michigan wants to stop the clock. They'll use a timeout. It's their second. They burned a couple early, now down to just one timeout to work with. And here comes the Michigan offense back on the field. A little bit of feeling each other out. They're down 7-3 as they open this drive. Here's Bryce Underwood to throw. Quarterback feeling the pressure, and down he goes at the 22.
And that's absolutely going to be one of the keys to this football game. Keep the rabbit in the cage, man. Don't let him get outside that pocket, start bouncing out wide. That's where he'll do a lot of his damage with all that speed. That is a big key for this defense. Great job here early in the football game.
How about that play to get a hand in there and force the incompletion? These Longhorn corners really active with their hands, anticipating well and swatting the ball away.
And not all quarterbacks can do that, but great job seeing the ball in the air, going up, attacking the football, and swatting it away, making sure that that receiver can't get to the football.
Gets open down the middle. He's knocked down just short of the 30 at the 29-yard line. It brings up fourth down. Making side adjustments here. Underwood to throw for it on fourth. They got him for the sack, and they'll get the ball back after the fourth down stop.
Man, first half being that aggressive on your side of the field, that's a different world. Like, you live in the analytics world, and I know people say go for it more often. I don't see the point in going for it on that one early in the game in that situation.
The Longhorns head out, hoping to move the ball on this possession. Off to a good start here, and back to work now with a 7-3 lead. They just blew through that offensive line. It's a 4-yard loss. A negative play to open the drive. Let's see what they've got on 2nd and 14. Finding some room. Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he's in. Pounded his way in for the score. Touchdown, Longhorn.
And he's in for his second touchdown, man. He knows what to do when he gets down here. He knows how to get in the end zone. And I love when you can run the football as you get closer to that goal line. Be the more physical team, and they're doing just that.
And the point after is good. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Michigan choosing to spend its final timeout here. And they can't be thrilled using all 3 timeouts here in the first quarter. Takes the handoff. It's Marshall. It's runs like that can really help your field position as they're up at the 35.
Man, when I can run the football like that on first down and create 2nd and inches and stay way ahead of the sticks and be in a position now where I can throw the football or run, I will have a lot of success on the offensive side of the football.
And the Wolverines have a lot of options on 2nd and inches. Powers through the defender. And he fights his way forward, gets away from one, but not much doing on that one.
You just need more from your offensive line. Second and short like that, you'd love to be able to fire off the ball and pick that up running it, but the defense was able to get penetration. They were able to get a stop, and now you set up third down, and this offensive line's going to have to play a lot better.
Into the secondary on the right. He's at the 20. Touchdown, Wolverine. He found some open space and turned on the Jets. Nothing but a paper trail left behind that guy, and the defense straight to the burn unit.
And, man, that does not feel good. As a defense, you're trying to limit the big plays, keep that guy in front of you. That guy says, wait a minute, I'm way too fast for that. They're going to just need to work on those angles. That's for dang sure.
Fielded in the end zone. It's Bishop. He stopped at the 23, a couple yards short of where he would have been with a touchback. This drive opens up at the 23-yard line. Not a lot of room. It found its way ahead for two out to the 26.
You know, I know that wasn't a big gainer, but that's going to set some stuff up later for this offense. Trying to run the football and get it established is huge because play-action pass is a big part of what they try to do when they're throwing the ball.
They feed him again. Forges ahead. Picks up about 3 to the 29.
Just a simple power play. Again, not sexy. Run the ball up the middle. Physicality, offensive line gets to assert themselves, run block, what they love to do. This pays dividends down the road in the fourth quarter.
The Longhorns come to the line on third and short, hoping to keep the drive alive. Throwing Manning. Fires one high and deep. And that will fall incomplete, and we have played one. Boy, they tried to end the first quarter on a high note to no avail. Second quarter's coming. They've swapped ends of the field, and we're ready to go in the second. They were unfazed by that earlier fourth down failure and will try for a second time in this one. And you can give all the credit to the crowd for that one. Offense, no chance, and call for the false start. Wait just a second. They're leaving the offense on the field. They're going to go for it in this situation. Fourth down, Manning. Throws for the tight end. Interception. You don't see him make that kind of mistake very often. He would have loved to make the big return there, but he still gives his team the ball at the 37.
Well, the defense comes away with the pick there with their nickel personnel. I think moving forward, if you're on offense, when you see that personnel on the field, you want to run the ball against it because you got smaller guys out there. Or if you're going to throw, think about quick screens outside when you have tight ends flexed on the perimeter, bigger bodies blocking smaller guys.
Michigan ready to get that offense rolling again. He stuck the last drive in the end zone. They'll try to follow suit here. Oh, he's got some space. Touchdown, Wolverines. Rolled into the end zone, and this crowd was eating it up. Lining up for the PAT. And the extra point puts them up by a field goal. They couldn't draw up a drive better than that one. Just gashed them for the big play in the running game. One snap, one touchdown. And he's coming out of the end zone. He'll be stopped short of the 20-yard line on the return. They'll mark him at the 19. Sending the offense back onto the field. After throwing the pick on the last drive, need to take care of the ball this time, Jesse.
We're going to find out a lot about this quarterback right here, too. How does he fight through adversity after that last drive?
Yeah, clear the mechanism, move on. That's a part of it, right? If you're going to be a great player, you got to learn how to handle these mistakes and move on.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Manning on play action. Bringing the heat. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
Nice job by the quarterback trying to buy time and scrambling to the right, but it was the hit that forced that incompletion.
Big noise in the big house for this huge 3rd down play. Manning trying to quiet this crowd, working the middle. So important to convert these 3rd downs, and they get it done. They'll have it at the 42.
Really nice discipline by that receiver against man coverage because you know that throw is going to be contested with a defender in your back pocket. He fights back to the football. He fights through contact and shows real...
He lofts it high and deep down the left side. Got it! And he will score! Touchdown, Texas!
And it's just such a great way to answer. Your defense just gives up a touchdown, no problem. Offense come out, see what the defense is in. The passing game makes the big play down the field and the immediate answer to get the momentum back in this football game.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And he made the extra point without problem. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they close the deal with a 58-yard touchdown pass. From inside the 15, chance for a good return. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. Wolverines offense heads out ready to go on the attack. As productive as these two offenses have been early, you really can't afford an empty possession here. Takes the easy one to the back. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few.
That's a really nice job by the cornerback, playing with his eyes. He sees the running back release out of the backfield, sees him get the ball, and this guy's tough. You know, there are a lot of corners out there that would try to submarine these rig running backs, and then they get hurdled. Not this guy. Good job getting the tackle, getting him on the ground.
And, man, it's nice to have a guy that is just better than your guys. And no matter what play you call, man, how about him getting in the backfield quick, penetrating, using his quickness, and using his strength to get him to the ground? That is a baller.
Clock now inside 4 minutes as we're getting later in the first half. So frustrating to see an offense lose track of the play clock and pick up a penalty like that. 3rd down is coming. Now a little bit farther to go after the penalty. On the move. Knocked down immediately. They tried to surprise him on 3rd and long with the run and nothing doing. Guys, look at this. They're going to gamble and go for it here on 4th and long. Bryce Underwood to throw for it on 4th. And they gambled in their own end, and now they give up really good field position.
There are analytics out there in college football that say maybe you can go for that at that point of the field here in the first half. It's still early. If you don't get it, you can come back later in the game, make it up, score some more points, and that mistake will be erased. The problem is right now at this juncture of the game, that was a big-time error. The fact that you didn't get that, you're now gifting your opponent points.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
And the Longhorns want to move quickly. Tried to go smash mouth on 3rd and short, and it did not work against this defense.
And a lot of times the fit up front, linebackers are fitting holes, and that ball bounces, and it's supposed to go somewhere, and sometimes it goes to a DB, and the offense will get a W. Like, they'll get a win because you'll break a tackle. How about the tackle by that field goal? I know he likes to cover, but I love the way he comes up and makes the tackle.
Manning to throw for it on 4th. He's brought down, but not before he picks up the first down and a gutsy call to keep this drive alive. He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here.
And I'm good with it. I like what the offense is doing. Be physical. I don't need to get pass happy down here on 1st and goal. Nice job believing in my running game, and maybe I stick to it for another play or 2.
They'll take this lead to the 2-minute timeout and see if they can tack on a little more before the break. They keep pushing forward, now back to work on 2nd and goal from the 6. He pushes it forward all the way to the 2-yard line.
And down here near the goal line, you've got to be physical. And this guy's proven it today, Palmer. They've given it to him. He's put it in the end zone twice already. I'm going to keep featuring him.
So you know the defense is going to be king in 2, right? Because he's hurting them a little bit in this game already. They're going to be finding a way to try to get some penetration, anticipating this guy to touch it again.
Turning to the running game here on 3rd and goal. Did not get an inch. This defense digging in, and it's 4th and goal.
2nd quarter might not be gamble time, but inside the 3, Palmer, I've got the green light. I'm going for this.
I am too, and you're essentially running a 2-point play here, right? You've got a play you practice all week long. That's the play you dial up right here.
An unforced error there. They don't get the snap off in time. That is a completely avoidable penalty. The quarterback just went into brain lock and lost track of the play clock. Here comes the field goal unit. And the holder will spot it on the 14 for a 24-yard attempt. Never a doubt. Right down the middle. The lead now up to 7 at 24-17.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but, man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
He's tackled, brought down right at the 25-yard line on the return. Just over 30 seconds to go in the half. They've got it 1st and 10. Underwood on the play action. Looking for space to the left. He's run out of bounds and didn't gain an inch on the play.
Okay, so the QB scrambled, went out of bounds. It counts as a sack because it's a loss on the play. You know what I did as a defensive lineman, guys? I chased him and tried to be the first one and the closest one near him. Because guess who gets the sack? Yep, that guy.
Throwing, Underwood. Makes a grab on the shot. The defense got caught that time, and they finally get him on the ground at the 41. Looking for a man. It's Underwood. Here's a heat. Just couldn't find an open man. He'll get rid of it, and it'll be 2nd down.
They've already got a bunch of sacks on them today and another quarterback pressure. This offense has to try to find a way to get the ball out a little bit quicker, to protect their quarterback a little bit more. Whether it's screens, whether it's draws, whether it's rolling your quarterback, something has to change for this offense to protect their quarterback a little bit better.
This one's complete. He'll go out of bounds right at the 30-yard line. A big play has this offense in business.
Yeah, and he runs a quick out route, and this is a timing route. Quarterback has to trust him, throw him the football. You can tell they've thrown this a time or two. Nice job, nice success.
Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Underwood. Looking left. On the sideline. Huge gain before he goes out of bounds, and now they've got it first and goal.
This offense can get a lot of yards, and it doesn't take a lot of plays. You've seen that here. They have speed, speed, and speed. It kills you. If guys get a little bit of space, they just gobble up yards. They've had the defense
To the end zone, and it's picked off. And he'll be brought down, and that's how we'll end the first half. He'll put toe to leather and get this second half started. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Guys, here come those maize and blue winged helmets on offense. Tight game as we start the third quarter, and we'll see what type of adjustments they made at halftime.
And getting the ball first here, I think, is such a big deal. Like, I get the first chance to make a statement, to make the adjustments, to create some momentum for my squad right here in the third quarter.
Yeah, I think it's so important for this offense to set the tone here early in the second half, to get a nice drive going, build that confidence, and get your defense ready to come on out, get a stop, and change the complexity of this game.
The big fella, the tight end, the wide receiver in a tight end's body going up and making the catch.
Now from the 36-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Here's Underwood to throw. Swings it out to his running back. He's brought down, stopped right at the 50-yard line.
Well, you're trailing in the game. Someone's got to make a play. There's an accurate throw by the quarterback, and when you throw it accurately like that, you give your receiver an opportunity to advance the ball. Good, strong running. He's able to break a tackle, and that's an explosive play they need now as they're trying to tie this game up.
The Wolverines will snap it on 1st and 10. Quarterback keeper. Could be an alley. Pass to 10. Touchdown, Michigan! Into the end zone with a breakaway score.
And I tell you what, Reese, I'm not picking a team unless I got a guy that can do something like this at the quarterback spot. I need an athlete. I need a little bit of mobility. Just dictates too much to the defense. QB runs in for 6.
Extra point here will tie the game. And they did make the extra point, and we have a tie ball game here in the third. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they capped it off with a thrilling 50-yard run for the touchdown. He'll bring it out. It's Bishop. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out in the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. And here comes the Texas offense back on the field. Now they'll try to answer that score with one of their own and regain the lead here in the third. And the throw down the gut falls to the grass.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open. That's why that one fell incomplete.
And a nice job by the running back, finding space, getting downhill, making the good run. Great job finishing with his pads.
Big noise, big house, trying to rile up this Michigan defense on third down. Good effort, but he's going to come up a little bit short. It'll be 4th down and 1. They're in their own territory, but they only need a few inches, and this is why you have a prominent jawline and an urgent resolve. They'll go for it. It's dropped, and oh, what a tough way to end this drive. Desperately wanted to keep the ball, but they did not.
And listen, obviously, at this area of the field, it's a question, it's a debate whether or not you go for that on 4th down. At the end of the day, though, I think this coach believes in his own playmakers, and he's got guys on offense that he feels can make a play in that type of situation, and he's got confidence in him. That time, they weren't able to come up with it. I'm curious to see what this guy does if they're in a similar situation as this game moves on.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Several defenders there to get him on the ground.
This offensive line, they just got to hold their blocks a little bit longer. This offense likes to run their quarterback on design plays, and if you can just give him a little crease, he can take it the distance, but they couldn't get it done there.
Let's see what they've dialed up on 3rd and long from the 22. Here's Bryce Underwood to throw, and they'll miss the connection here on 3rd down.
Well, this is a disappointing drive for the offense, considering where this drive started in their opponent territory. Now you're 4th and long. You've got to be better throwing the football in those types of situations.
Now on 4th down, here comes the field goal team. And he's already 1 for 1, so this time he'll try to put one through from 39 yards out. Oh, the attempt is no good. And here in the 3rd quarter, it is still a tie ball game.
Hey, sometimes I just feel like 4th down, man, just go for it every time. Like the field goal miss-make rate. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but you left some points off the scoreboard there.
They'll start on the ground with Brown. And he runs through one tackle and picks up a few.
You just sense the frustration starting to build, not only on offense, but I think with this running back as well. He is so talented. He's had some massive games throughout his career. Just haven't been able to get him going early in this game. That was a pretty good run there. Let's see if he can turn it on here in the second half.
And how about that, guys? Like, make no bones about it. Bring in the big bodies, goal line personnel. Like, we're going to pound you right between the eyeballs. Sometimes people get aggressive on 2nd and short and take shots. This offense said, nah, we want to get the 1st down, and we want to get it now.
Gonna run it. It's Smothers. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
That back had nowhere to go. The defensive line ate up the blocks, but how about the linebackers swarming in, coming in and making a great play on the ball carrier?
Just feeds the running back. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
Well, this running back has had a pretty good day so far in this game, and I think the key right now is for the defense to find a way to slow him down. He had a good run 2 plays ago. The defense gets the TFL on this one. I think you got to change up your fronts defensively and try to give this offensive line different alignment looks to see if they can confuse him.
3rd down from the gun, Manning unloads to the wideout. He misses his man. The accuracy just not what it needed to be on that play.
Well, in the first half, this offense was up and down the field. It seemed like
guys, look at this. I'm surprised they're going to gamble and go for it here on 4th down. Fourth down, Manning fires to the middle. He's got it, 1st down and more. He's got enough, and they roll the dice on 4th down, and they keep the drive alive.
Well, that tells you a lot about their confidence in this quarterback. 4th down early in the game on your own end, and you go for it, but when you make decisions and throws like that, it's easy to see why.
Handoff for Brown. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play. This drive facing a little adversity on 2nd and 11. Here's Manning to throw. Fires to the right. What a job to lay out and make the catch. And the Longhorns, after moving the sticks through the air, come to the line. They'll try the jet sweep here. He's going to lose a yard on that one. They fought tooth and nail through 3, and it is all locked up as we take a look at the stats. We've swapped sides of the field, and we are ready for the finish as the 4th quarter gets underway. So the final period starts with a 2nd down play. There's a crease. Smashes ahead. Touchdown, Texas! And they grab the advantage, taking the lead here in the 4th.
And he's in for his 3rd rushing touchdown. You college fantasy football players, that is what you want to see. +6, +6, +6. Let's go.
And the extra point was good to finish things off. The kickoff bounces through the end zone. They'll bring it out to the 25. The Michigan offense heads out to get this drive started. And now this offense needs a late 4th quarter drive to answer that last touchdown. There he goes! All the way out to the 43-yard line before he's pushed out of bounds, and this offense is on the move.
You know, as a defense, you can have the right call and the right guy in the right spot, but that guy's just too good. And how about the running back on that play? Just making it happen, breaking off the huge gain. It's tough to get these guys on the ground.
They'll try it over the left side. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
And this offense gets nothing done on that play, but look at them. They're continuing to run this tempo. They want to try to do something to get a spark going to create a big play.
And just wedges it ahead a bit before he's brought down.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Throwing, Underwood. Flips it out in the flat. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there. They're going to go for it, and they're not going to huddle here on 4th down. 4th down, Underwood. They'll wrap him up, and he is stopped well short of the 1st down marker.
Yeah, and see, I have no problem being aggressive near midfield. I got no problem whatsoever. You get stuff, but I think you have to show your team, like, we're going to be aggressive. We're going to continue to try to make it, even in the second half when things are getting tight. Seven-yard pickup on that one. Is now 2nd and 3. Yeah, and he's been dependable. He's been a guy that they've given the ball a lot. He's just been so productive, giving this offense an easy way to move the football down the field. 97 yards on the day.
There's some room. And he will finally go out of bounds after another big gain, and they are absolutely gashing them with this running game. The Longhorns come to the line after ripping off that huge gain on the ground, trying to keep it going. Knocked down in the backfield, and boy, this guy's had a good day, but they finally get to him on that run. The clock continues to run, and they'll be happy to wind it all the way down before they snap it. To throw, Manning. Oh, they're after him. And down he goes. The defense bringing the heat. The Longhorns want to crank the tempo. On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down.
After that incompletion on 3rd and long, because of where they are in the field right now and this juncture of the game, I'm expecting them to go ahead and kick a field goal here and make this a 2-possession game.
And it's no good. He missed it. And the margin is still 7 after the miss, guys.
Well, the kicker had a chance to ice this game if he makes it. When he knocks it off the upright, he's still got a 1-possession game.
So here comes the Michigan offense. Boy, was that last missed field goal huge. That keeps these guys in the game if they can get something going on offense right now. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the 1st down. Picked up 5 on that last pass play. Now it's 2nd and 5. Using his feet. And they'll bring him down after a short pickup. They not only have to deal with this defense, but the noise from this crowd on 3rd and 4. Still plenty of time for this offense, but this probably their final drive, under 2 minutes to play. Underwood in the gun on 3rd down. Picked off. What a play to set him up. He's knocked down, but what a play to come up with the interception. So now the Longhorns take over and they'll send out the offense. And now, Jesse, the art here is to find the balance between milking the clock and trying to get another score.
I think if you're the coaching staff, too, you like to see your team play its best in the 4th quarter, right? Defense just did their job, so offense now, David, has to go out and handle their business.
Yeah, you got the momentum. Because of the defense, they've given you some momentum. They've given you a great opportunity to take hold of this game and really put a stamp on it.
One more time, it's Brown. And the defense makes the stop after a minimal gain. More than 100,000 making their presence felt. A huge 3rd down here in the big house. Now here's Manning. Throws to the wideout. Soft spot in the middle. Touchdown Longhorns! Texas, DKR Texas Memorial Stadium. Two behemoth conferences, bragging rights at stake, the SEC versus the Big Ten. It's the Michigan Wolverines and the Texas Longhorns. Alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I am Reese Davis. Holly Rowe is down on the sidelines. We say hello to Holly.
Here in Austin, DKR is one of the most iconic stadiums in college football. Texas Memorial Stadium, the fans, the burnt orange. You've got Bevo here on the sideline. There is so much to love every time you come to a college football game here. History in the making at DKR. Back to you.
Appreciate that, Holly. And the Wolverines headed toward the ball, and we are ready for action. From inside his own 15, looking for room. And he did a good job bobbing and weaving and finding a little bit of running room on that return. Ready to fire from the pistol. Looking for space. It Smothers. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
And that's why he is an All-American caliber player. He is just so physical and dominant against the run. He's able to shed blockers, use his athleticism, use his speed, get to the ball carrier and bring him down. Simply one of the best box defenders you're going to find in the entire country.
Now facing a 3rd and long. They'll send the back in motion. Manning tries to pick it up on 3rd down. Rush coming in hot, and they got him at the 29. Offense trying to catch them napping. Looks as if they'll go for it on 4th down. Manning to throw for it on 4th. Fires to the middle. And they'll get the ball back, stopping him short of the 1st down.
It's a great job there by the defense here early in this game, getting a huge stop, and they've got an opportunity to make the opponent pay. Offense taking over now in great field position. Let's see what they can do here from a play calling standpoint to try to put some points on the board.
Might be calling a hot route. The give on the counter. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
Stopping the run is very high on every defensive coordinator's list. Making the team one-dimensional. Nice job stuffing the run on that play right there.
This crowd, full throat, splitting the eardrums and letting them know it's going to be a long day. Got his man in the middle. Oh, there might have been trouble if they hadn't knocked him down so quickly.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
He'll get rid of it. Oh, did he find a hole in the defense? They get him corralled, but not until he's in the red zone. They'll mark it at the 14.
And it's hard to imagine a defense losing the big fella, losing the tight end, but where was the coverage? Something broke down right there between linebackers and safeties to try to figure out where he was. He's the beneficiary. Catches the football, a lot of grass in front of him to make a big play.
Now the connection takes it to the 11.
must be nice for this quarterback knowing he's got this type of athlete playing the tight end position. I can work the middle of the field for him. He's a guy who can stretch it vertically as well, but this is a guy the QB will look for early and often in this game.
On the option. And the ball is free on the pitch. And he had no option on that one. Defense ready for anything, and they stop him right at the line of scrimmage. The Wolverines racing to the line in the hurry-up. Lined up in the gun on third down, Underwood. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
Great job by the defense dialing out some pressure on third down. They hit the quarterback and forced the incompletion.
Now wait just a second here. I don't see the kicker coming out. I think they're going to go for it here. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Underwood to throw for it on fourth. Fires into the end zone. Downfield and incomplete. The defense holds.
Love the coverage on defense there. Fourth down. They were ready for the pass. You saw in the back end, great job being in position to make that play. And now their offense is coming on the field.
Arch is going to throw for it. With the catch, it's Townsend. Got room at the 35. To the 43-yard line and a first down for this offense. The Longhorns come to the line after the big connection and going back to work. A give to Brown. Gain of about 4 sets up a 2nd and 6.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs.
He's going to let one fly down the middle. Wide out trying to get it in.
You got to love the rhythm this quarterback is in here on this drive, guys. 2 completions. He's seeing the safety rotation that time. Saw the one-on-one matchup he wanted. Took his shot. He is in a groove.
Manning. Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
We're already in the first quarter, but already you get the feeling this could be a long day for this QB. He's already been sacked. He gets hit right there on the incomplete throw. They've got to find a way to do a better job up front of protecting this guy, or it's going to...
Throw to the end zone, picked off. A lot of real estate in front of them as the drive starts at their own 6. Looking for a gap. It's Marshall. Powers ahead, gets 4. He's down at the 10. Got them bent deep in their own end, and this crowd trying to help keep them there. Here's Underwood. Zings it complete to the right. At the 35, he's got room. There he goes. Just making a huge play, and he sets him up all the way down at the 14.
Man, is it nice to have a guy that can do that. Goodness gracious, short pass, but he has such speed, elusiveness, vision, the whole 9. He shows you all of it right there. Catches the football, makes some people miss, gets upfield, and gets the long game. That is so nice for a quarterback to throw it short, but you get all those yards after the catch.
Let's take a look at how these quarterbacks have fared in the early going after the first period. Let's see if the offenses can find a little rhythm as we start the second quarter. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Motion from the wide receiver. He'll take it himself. They get him down, but he was driving his way and gets it down to the 7-yard line.
If I'm building an offense in today's football, it's not around a quarterback that can't. I'm going to find an athlete that I can give the ball because defensively, it starts to limit your coverages. It starts to limit what I can do. It makes me play the quarterback every single play. Just makes your job as a defensive coordinator extremely hard.
Underwood from the gun on third down. They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20.
Well, this defense knew coming into this game, playing one of the fastest quarterbacks in the country, they were going to have to find a way to get him off rhythm. They're going to have to be careful doing it because of that speed, but that is huge for their confidence. They get their first sack of the game here in the first half, and you can all of a sudden see the body language on this defense. It has changed.
It's good. And with that, they break the seal on the scoring. It's 3-0.
And listen, y'all know in the booth and everywhere how I feel about kickers. Don't always love leaving it on their foot, so to speak, but nice job executing. He keeps doing stuff like that. I'll keep trotting him out there.
From inside his own 15, looking for a crevice. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. So Texas has it again, and here comes the offense. That last possession, a prime example, Jesse, of how things get condensed in the red zone.
Hard to throw when the windows are smaller, and that's what happens down near the goal line, David. But for this quarterback here, just take accountability and ownership and come out here and lead your offense.
And move on. Like, we needed points. That's something that we can harp on. We'll watch the tape this week, but now it's time to move on. Let's get another drive going.
Tried to move that pile forward. He maybe gets 2. He's down at the 21.
The defense wins that one, and the offensive line was challenged by their coaching staff coming into this game to try and get push up front and establish the line of scrimmage. They're going to have to do a better job running than that if they're going to win this one.
Arch Madness. Here's the pressure. They got him. Great pressure by this defense. And the Longhorns moving quickly to the line. Manning from the gun on third down. Got his man downfield. Love to see these third down conversions on offense, and they're out to their own 39-yard line. And the Longhorns with the 1st and 10. Defense backing up, trying to keep everything in front. Throws to the tight end. Got a man in the middle.
One of the things I like about this tight end is he's a target vertically down the field. That was a post route that time. And you want to try to cover him with the linebacker, probably not going to be fast enough. You want to cover him with the safety, probably not going to be big enough. That's the matchup nightmare this guy can be, and his quarterback
makes a grab and room to run. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup.
Yeah, and listen, I'm going to move this guy everywhere. He's in the slot this time, but I'm not going to let the defense understand where he's lining up so they can double team him, put him in the slot, put him out wide. Either way, find this guy early and often.
Turning it on. Got some room headed to the goal line. And he'll finish the run in the end zone. Touchdown, Longhorn. Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point makes it 7-3. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And the score came on an impressive run from the 20. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. Out of the gun to give to the back. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play. Down to 2 minutes to play. We'll take the timeout. They'll talk it over. A chance to tie or even take the lead before the break. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Underwood. He let that thing fly quickly, but he couldn't make the connection.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Oh, he dropped it. He had the pick in his hands and a chance for one of his patented big plays, and he couldn't hang on. It'll be 4th down. Wait just a second. They're leaving the offense on the field. They're going to go for it in this situation. Bryce Underwood to throw for it on 4th. Takes a hit as he fires. And the incomplete pass, they roll the dice. Snake eyes.
Well, I knew the coach was confident in his offense. I did not know he was that confident this early in the game. 4th and long. I thought he'd just punt that one away and let his defense take the field. Interesting.
Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. They weren't able to get that one off. It'll be a delay of game. The quarterback just lost track of the play clock, didn't get the snap off quickly enough. Here's Arch to throw. Fakes the grab on the left. And they get to him and knock him down to prevent a big gain.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
Tries to do it himself on the draw. And they'll bring him to the ground after a short gain.
You know, I really like this QB running the football because I know he's got a lot of speed, but he's not the biggest guy in the world. So he's not going to be able to break a lot of tackles. You really got to do a good job of trying to scheme ways to get him out in more space.
Play clock was getting close to 0, and they have to burn a timeout. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. Ball is at the 20. They'll try to convert this 3rd and short. Manning from the gun on 3rd down. It's complete to the left. And he got it oh so close to that 1st down marker, but they still have a little work to do. It'll be 4th down.
Hey, really nice job on defense, too, understanding the situation. It's 3rd down. We're fine giving up completions right there, but we're not giving up the 1st down. We're keeping the football and the ball carrier in front of us, and we're tackling the catch. Awesome job, and now you've set up 4th down.
22-90 Mountain. 22-90 Mountain.
They'll go with Brown. He's got enough for the 1st down, and they roll the dice and convert to keep this drive going. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Got some room, headed to the goal line.
What great offensive execution. You talk about addressing a 2-minute situation and using almost all of the clock, adding to your lead and creating more momentum going into the half. Great execution by this offense.
Bounces through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. Just enough time for one final play of the half. Here's Underwood to throw. Fires to the wideout. Intercepted, and the defense has set him up.
And I think there's a difference between aggressiveness and recklessness. You're backed up, man. You're going to take shots right now, force the ball into coverage. The defense makes the pick. And how about this? In scoring position, very little time on the clock. Got a chance to put some points on the board before you go into the half.
And in the waning seconds of the first half, they'll try to put up 3 before going to the break. It's good. He hit that one right down the middle. And they'll push that lead out a little further. That's going to wrap it up here in the first half. Stay tuned. Second half not too far away. They're lined up and ready to kick off this second half. From inside the 10, here he comes. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. The Michigan offense back on the field. Down 2 possessions to start this third quarter. They'd love to build some early momentum.
You ain't lying, because you only got so many possessions here in the second half, so now you're down. I got to maximize every single one. Put your best plays together. Start this drive off on a good note.
Yeah, it starts right here. Obviously, you can't get it all back on this drive, but you can create that momentum. You can create something special and some energy, but it's going to start with this offense here executing it.
Maybe some room here. He's pushed out of bounds inside the 40 at the 38, and these guys are on the move.
And as a defensive guy, man, when you play a QB like this that will take off and run and has the speed to make you pay, it just limits what you can do. It limits the amount of coverages. It just makes you play a lot more hesitant. And you can see right there, man, the guy's got speed. Interested to see how this defense can...
Makes the grab in their space. And he gets it down to the 4-yard line before he's finally stopped. A terrific run after the catch.
No touchdowns yet, but that may change very soon after that long completion by the offense. Really great route, and a nice job of looking that one in. He set his offense up now in the red zone. They're looking to score some points.
The penalty on the defense, but they don't really give up much ground. There's not much to lose this close to the end zone. And the defense tried to cheat a little space and get in that neutral zone, but it's still 1st and goal. The offense couldn't get the snap off in time, and it'll cost them. I just can't imagine any excuse for taking that penalty. A delay of game, at least it's still 1st and goal. Running through contact, and he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Michigan!
And you got to love the mindset that this squad just came out with in the second half. Clearly could not run the football the way they wanted to in the first half. Second half came out with energy, with passion, got the running game going, and then no surprise, they go down the field, they double up their rushing yards, Palmer, and they punch it in the end zone.
It gives the guys up front a ton of credit, too, because they were missing some assignments, getting pushed around a little bit here in the first half, which is why they weren't able to have success running the football. And They had a little bit of a come to Jesus, it seems, at halftime. They've come out now playing a little bit angry and finally able to get some movement up front. That made all the difference here on this drive with their ability to run.
And here come the horns. They've got it again on offense. So after watching their defense immediately give up a touchdown drive here in the third quarter, they'll try to answer here. Just searching and working for the running room as he gets it out to the 26.
And we talked about this guy coming into the game, man. He's a dude. Like, he's a guy that they're going to feature, they're going to give the football to. He's so good with the ball in his hand, so why would you not hand it to him as much as possible? They're doing it early, and he's getting some chunk yardage. This defense, they knew about him, but now they're finding out about him.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
With a first down, they'll snap it from the 32. Hand off for Brown. Here's a little room there.
And it's going to be interesting to watch this defense, man, because obviously when you're trailing, and offenses can sometimes get conservative. That's two runs back-to-back. Do they get more aggressive and try to bring more guys near the line of scrimmage, not let them waste time, and try to get their offense the football back?
The run inside. It smothers. Nowhere to go. Same song, second verse, as this defense is ready for this guy. They've got it at the 41, third and short, trying to keep the chains moving. Got it, looking for the first down. Snags it, and there's running room. Touchdown, Texas! Nice catch and good work afterwards to get it into the end zone. The offense flexes its muscle a bit and widens the gap.
Take a little exhale. You know, you did your job. You got points. Now you put your defense in a position where, hey, go out and get another stop. We're in great shape, so the offense definitely taking care of their business.
And he tacks on the extra point. From inside his own 15, trying to follow his blockers. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Opening play of this drive will come from their own 23. Play fake, Underwood. Now sliding to his left. Wide open downfield. They'll get the first down. It's spotted on the 49. We talk a lot about Michigan building its offense around the running game, but they've always had an effective quarterback who can make plays down the field.
And I think some people hear effective, Reese, and take that as an insult, right? Like, I don't want to hear about my quarterback being effective. I want him to be explosive. I want him to be dynamic. But Michigan doesn't really have those guys most of the time at that quarterback spot. But when they find those...
Breaks into the open. All the way down to the 27-yard line before they get him out of bounds, and this offense is threatening.
It has not been a banner performance so far by this offense. Here in the second half, they need more plays like that. That's a good sign. But you got to be able to put those plays back to back now. Really nice job early in the drive coming up with a big one in your own end. But now you've got to be able to string some of those along now and score some more points.
And the Wolverines are in the hurry-up. Here's Bryce Underwood to throw. Final play of the quarter, and the ball falls incomplete. As we head for the final period, let's check out how these two quarterbacks are doing. One more quarter to play, and it might be unlikely, but hey, it's college football. Comebacks happen. So we open the final period with a third down play. Quarterback keeps good effort, but he's going to come up a little bit short. It'll be 4th down and 1.
And this defense has got to be jacked up, and they finally forced the 4th down, right? They've gotten a couple of first downs, got some things going, but I think it's decision time for this offense. And this D's got to do it one more time, right? They've got to get another play, a big 4th down stop here to get some of that momentum and get the football back.
Unloads to the wideout. Incomplete on 4th down, and man, did they need to keep that drive alive.
I think that play right there has been a big theme in this game. When it matters the most, on big-time down and distances, this defense has been able to step up and make the play when they need it most. That 4th down, great job in the back end in coverage, forcing the incompletion with a big lead now, creating a turnover on down.
And I know you can play these late-game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position, you're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
Looks as if they didn't get it off in time. It'll be a delay of game. Offense took a little bit too much time at the line there. I'll bet he keeps an eye on that play clock this time. It's 2nd and 6.
Ready, go!
Manning with a play fake. Under fire. He's got an open man. Major gaps in that defense, and he got loose, and they finally knock him down at the 41.
Defense just hasn't had an answer for this guy. He has been on point. This is about as good as I've seen him play at the quarterback position. And here in the 4th quarter with a big lead, he's still taking shots.
That big play is just what they needed. Now they have it 1st and 10 just outside the 40. Throwing Manning. Tight end finds a soft spot. And he goes down right there. That play's going to lose yardage.
Well, they're able to find the tight end for an easy completion, but good job tackling, not allowing him to get the 1st down.
Wide receiver comes in motion. Looking downfield, it's Manning. Rushes on him. Buried before he could blink.
Man, getting to this quarterback is pivotal. You saw it last drive, way too much time. They score a touchdown. Nice job on 2nd down. Anticipating the pass, playing the pass, getting the sack, and now forcing a difficult 3rd down.
The officials stop the clock for the 2-minute timeout, and the offense is that much closer to victory. And whatever they did on 1st and 2nd down, don't do that anymore. 3rd and very long coming up. They'll move the wide receiver. Here's Manning to throw. And the defense gets loose, bringing the heat, and down he goes again. Offense staying on the field. They'll hurry up on 4th down.
Booster, booster! Level! Return! Where did he go?
4th down, Manning. Pocket breaking down. They get to him as he throws. And it's caught inside the 30. He's brought down, but not before he picks up the 1st down and a gutsy call to keep this drive alive.
You know, you just can't coach toughness in quarterbacks. This guy's been sacked multiple times in this one, and on that last play, he gets drilled again, but he delivers a strike. I'll tell you what, this guy's going to be in an ice bath after the game.
The Longhorns come to the line with a fresh set of downs thanks to that last connection in the passing game. A give to Brown. Brought down after a good pickup, and they're in. Glad to have you with us from Austin, Texas. DKR Texas Memorial Stadium. A clash of two teams ranked in the top 10 in what ought to be a terrific matchup. It's the Ohio State Buckeyes and the Texas Longhorns. Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer with you. Holly Rose down on the sidelines. We check in with her now.
Guys, this is the matchup that everybody has been looking forward to all season. You might remember Texas got off to a rocky start under young quarterback Arch Manning last year in Columbus. But he is better, and the team has improved around him. Ohio State was in the college football playoff last year, and Ryan Day expects this team to be even better. We'll find out here today. This is the matchup everybody's been waiting for. Guys?
Thanks, Holly. Looking forward to see how this one goes. The Buckeyes ready to kick it away first. And he's going to bring it out of the end zone. Just able to get out to the 18-yard line on the return before he stopped. Play action, here's Manning. Under fire. He's sacked. This defense all over him.
And you could tell this offense wanted to create a little bit of space being backed up, but how about the D? Coming out firing on all cylinders, getting the sack on the very first play.
Got some work to do here on 2nd and 8 from the 20. To throw, Manning. Looking to the big tight end. Grabbed over the middle. It's Townsend. Oh, a lot of space. That is exactly what you want to do with the football. He's got it all the way down to the 15-yard line.
Well, after that last play, you can see how electrifying this guy is and how special he is after he makes the catch. If I'm on offense, I'm trying to find a lot of ways to get him touches in this game.
Stopped at the 13-yard line as the drive continues.
Well, one of the reasons why it's hard to run against this defense is because of that guy right there. He's one of the best D tackles in the game, and he's got tremendous explosiveness, quicks. He's strong at the point of attack. He can shed blocks, and he completely ate that last run up.
He's got it and still on his feet. So close to that end zone. He could almost taste it, but it'll be 1st and goal for this offense.
And, man, that's not a surprise that they come to their go-to guy early. This is an offense that's so much fun to watch, and it's because they know who they are. They know how to get the ball to their playmakers. And on the first drive, Palmer, get your guy a touch, get him involved. You know receivers got some feelings, Jesse. I love that they're getting him lathered up and a touch early in this football game.
Yeah, he's definitely one of those guys who feels like he's open every single play, so it is a good idea to get him going early. For the defense, that's a bit of a jab in the face right there because you came into this game, you know who's going to get the ball. You know where they're throwing it, and you've got to do a better job now disguising your coverages to try and limit him and take him away as much as possible.
They go right back to this guy on 2nd and goal. Going right back to the well, and this time he finds water. Gets it into the end zone for the touchdown.
And coaches always talk about starting fast and taking that opening drive and really setting the tone for the football game, and that is exactly what they did. And they finish it with a good brand of physicality, running the football, ending the drive, and getting off to the 6-0 start.
Getting ready for the extra point after the first score of the game. And the PAT makes it 7-0. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays and finished the deal with the short touchdown run from the 2. Let's see what he can get done from inside his own 15. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. This crowd bringing the energy and noise early. The offense changing the play. Takes a handoff. It's Jackson. Stopped at the 25 after a 5-yard gain.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on first down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
They'll go right back to the run. Works ahead for a couple. They'll stop him at the 27. The Buckeyes will hustle to the line. On 3rd and short, they keep it on the ground here. That'll be enough for a fresh set of downs. He gets it to the 32.
And obviously it's still early in this football game, but after giving up a touchdown on the first drive and then coming out, like the worst thing you can do as an offense is go 3 and out and put your defense right back on the field. So that was a big 3rd down to kind of settle them down and give them some more opportunities.
Trying to get the edge. It's West. Might have a chance. And the big gain, and they've got it on the 46. What perfect execution on that big run. Everything perfectly blocked, and this guy doesn't need a lot of room.
I love how this offensive line communicates and works up front. You see guys winning their one-on-one battles. There's double teams happening. Guys are getting into the second level and creating big lanes for this running back.
Going with the ground game left. Got enough for the first. Running free. And he eluded the defense, and he'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Buckeye!
And it's the game-breaking speed you see right there. He takes it all the way to the house. It's that speed. That's the reason why a lot of people thought if he had declared for the NFL draft, he would have been playing on Sundays now. There's just not a lot of running backs in college football that can run like this guy.
And it's so nice to have that guy back. Like to keep that guy on your roster, it's like recruiting the best player in the country, right? You got one of the best backs. To be able to keep that guy on your roster was the big offseason good. Like you mentioned, the NFL can also transfer, can go make money elsewhere. To keep him on the roster, and he shows you why. This guy is the catalyst, one of the best in the country at his spot.
He wisely lets that one bounce through the back of the end zone, and they'll take over at the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Arch is going to throw for it. Pressure coming. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And these coaches have these play sheets over there on the sidelines, and there's so many calls they want to call. They want to make explosive plays, but you got to protect your QB, and he's already been sacked. Now he's hit again. Like, they've got to protect him up front if they want a chance of...
Oh, what a spectacular layout and catch.
Man, I love those guys that are willing to put their body on the line, and he does it right here, man. Just lays out. That ball's coming in. You can see it from several yards out, making that play, laying out, keeping the football from touching the turf. Great concentration, great effort by the receiver.
They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
I think there's a couple schools of thought in how you run the football and how you throw the football. Like, some people say, I run the football to set up the throw, right? To get people aggressive. But this offense kind of took it the other direction, right? They came out.
Just too much heat that time, and they knock him down at the 31. We're through one, and what a back-and-forth battle between these two quarterbacks as we look at the stats. They fought to a standstill in the first. Let's see who gets the edge early in the second. So they had a chance to talk over this third down play to open the period.
Check, check. 62-24 hold. 62-24 hold. Ready to go.
They'll try to move the sticks with Brown. He's knocked down immediately, trying to catch them napping on the run and nothing doing.
18-32 soldier. 18-32 soldier. Hey, take it, take it. 14-24 plus. 14-24 plus. Slide, slide. Jet.
Manning to throw for it on fourth. Looking to the big tight end. They stop him short of the marker, and they'll turn it over on downs.
I'll tell you what, coaches catch heat a lot nowadays, especially on social media. I expect him to catch a lot of heat. Fourth down, long yardage situation on your own territory, and you want to go for it, and you fail, and you're surprised. You definitely shouldn't be surprised. Just don't check your mentions, dog.
The give to the left side. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Throwing. Say it. Here comes the heat. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
And this offensive line's got to do a little better job, man. You've got to give your quarterback time to go through his progressions from go to 1 to 2 and then maybe make a play. And he goes off of his first target. You can tell he did not have much time getting hit as he's trying to throw the football. You've got to protect your quarterback.
Saying from the gun on 3rd down. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And on money down defensively, you've got to find ways to affect the quarterback. Nice job by the defense, getting the pressure, getting to him, getting a hit on him, and forcing the incompletion, and now forcing the 4th down.
Can you believe this? The offense is going for it on 4th down. Wants to adjust the pattern. Fourth down, Saying. Throws to the wideout. And it's incomplete way downfield, and the defense rises to the occasion.
Well, they're unable to come up with that one on 4th down. And I remember this as a player. You practice specific plays on 4th down for those types of situations. And you know all week against the scout team, they've gotten really clean looks, easy to execute against. They didn't get a clean look that time. So you chalk it up to the defense and take note of it next time. You might not run that play again if you're in a similar situation.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Manning. Got it behind the line. It's Brown. At the 35, he's open. He's loose. What a play there, and he rips off a big one all the way to the 16-yard line.
And one of the things I love about this running back is his versatility. He's not just good running the football, but he can catch it as well, and he can make things happen with the ball in his hands. Nice job by the quarterback getting through the progression.
Got enough space. Touchdown, Longhorns! And they take it in for 6 more points.
Another rushing touchdown. That's now 2 on the game. This offense thought they could come into this one running the ball, being the more physical team, and they look like it right now.
And the PAT gives them a 14-7 lead. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And it was capped off with an impressive 16-yard run for the score. And he's going to bring this one out. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. Here's Here's Sayin to throw. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete. Big, tall receiver. Figured the quarterback has an easy target. Not this time. Missed it badly.
And a lot of those big guys, they don't necessarily, some of them do, some of them are freak shows, but a lot of those big guys don't run great all the time. And you want to get physical and disrupt those routes and disrupt that timing. You can tell the timing was a little bit off on that.
Running inside. It's West. Got a little grass. And he'll move his way forward to the first down. They'll mark it at the 35.
That's a really nice run right there. And one of the things I love about him, he runs with such physicality and with the toughness. Do you think Woody Hayes, the great Ohio State coach, would have loved to have this guy in his backfield? His running style just marries so well with that. When you think about Ohio State and their tradition at running back, right? With all the athletes they've had throughout the decades, this guy was meant to play in the shoe.
Tried to find a seam for more, but a gain of 3 on the play, and that'll take us to the 2-minute timeout. Working well behind the sticks on second down. Sayin. Just not quite able to make the connection. It's incomplete.
And how nice is it to have the home crowd going absolutely bananas? Communication is harder. The snapping the football, everybody being on time. Man, this crowd really affecting the football game.
Horns up and ready to hook them. Serious noise on third down in DKR. Quarterback making adjustments. Now here's Sayin. Throws to the back. It's caught. Oh, he's got some space. And he was on his way, and they get him down at the 30.
That's what's so scary about this offense. They've got guys in the perimeter that can change the game in one single play, and you saw it right there. Too much speed on the perimeter to create that explosive play.
Got it set up on the outside. It's a fumble. Recovered by the defense, and he's off. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back.
How about this defense? Great job by the defense, forcing the turnover. You already got a lead. Now you get the ball right back to your offense right before the half. Big-time momentum swing.
Here's Brown to begin the drive. May not be the most memorable play of the day, but it's important as he gets them out to the 25-yard line.
And I like the thought process on offense here early in this game. They're giving their bell cow the ball early and often. There are a lot of coaches that outthink themselves, and they think, you know, we're going to throw the ball to set up the run instead because everybody on defense knows our guy is the focal point. But this offense is just keeping it simple. Let's just give our best player the football early in this game, and let's just get him into a rhythm.
They'll try to move the chains on third and short from the 25. Again, it's Brown. And he's got enough for the first down. They'll mark it at the 34.
And I think this is going to be a focal point moving forward, man. Like stopping the run game. Like they continue to have success and have success now on this third down. They've got to find a way to maybe commit more bodies, be more physical at the point of attack, and take away.
He's loose on the right. Inside the touchdown, Longhorn. Rolled his way into the end zone.
And that's just a fantastic job of executing a two-minute type situation by this offense. Something you practice all week long for end of half and end of game. Quarterback, really nice job. Good job by the staff, too, getting the plays in quickly so they could get up to the line of scrimmage and get going. And them scoring that touchdown with seconds to go here in the first half, piling onto their lead, that gives them tremendous confidence heading into halftime.
And the extra point splits the uprights. It bounds through the back of the end zone. It'll be a touchback. Just enough time to get one more snap before the half. Sayin on the play action. He hurls one deep down the left side. Incomplete. He took a shot on the final play of the quarter and couldn't quite find his man. So that'll do it here in the first half. Stay tuned. Halftime is coming. Just about set to get this second half underway. That ball skips through the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 25-yard line. Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. Trailing by a couple of scores, they'd like to generate some confidence here early in the third quarter.
Down 2 possessions, the coaching staff met in at halftime, and they've probably scripted this opening drive. Just like they do at the start of the game, they've now got an idea of what plays they feel most confident in, what plays their quarterback is seeing the best to go out here and execute a score.
Well, and it's nice to get the ball first. Like, I got the first opportunity to close the gap a little bit, apply some game pressure to these guys. So I think getting the ball first, driving down, scoring right here would be huge.
And the running game has been going in the wrong direction. They'll try to get their first positive play of the drive here on third down. He wants to change this route. Lined up in the gun on third down. Say it. Fires to the wideout. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. And they finally get him down, but not before. He's got him set up for business at the 49-yard line.
Well, I know they're losing right now, but they're not going to be losing for long if they keep hitting shots like that. And I love the idea here, taking a shot to your best player on offense. This guy is one of the biggest playmakers in all of college football. Tremendous speed. He locates the ball, makes a catch, and that play gives this offense so much confidence.
Man, nice job getting the ball out of his hands quickly, understanding the big fella's open. And the big fella, I don't mean an offensive lineman anymore. That's what tight ends used to be, is just an extension of the O-line. These guys are now extensions at receiver. They can make big plays, get him the ball, run after the catch.
And it was worth the gamble, but the long pass is incomplete.
And how loud is it in this building? This is crazy. These fans are going absolutely nuts. And I used to love when the fans got involved when I'm on defense, because it messes with the snap count, it messes with the communication, and it can really rattle an offense.
Looking deep down the right side. And the incomplete pass taking a shot on second down, and they'll be left with a third down.
And this offense is just, they've struggled to get in a rhythm. And I like they take a shot down the field. But interesting to see how they can maybe get some easy completions for this quarterback and get him in a little bit of a rhythm.
Sayin back to the air. Got his man. Brought down at the 10-yard line, and a nifty pickup after the grab on that one.
That is a play the offense absolutely had to have. They're trailing, right? This is a big third down, but what a great job by the QB and his target being on the same page, hooking up for that big-time play. Now they're in the red zone, and all of a sudden they got a chance to score a touchdown here and make this thing interesting.
Here's Julian Sayin to throw. Bringing the heat. Blasted as he lets it go. Can't make the grab as he was going for 6 right there. These fans raising the volume on second and goal. Sayin trying to be heard above the noise. Fires into the end zone. Had it in his hands for the score and let it fall to the turf. It'll be third down.
And that's what the offense wants. They want to see you in man coverage, and they want to throw those slants, use those wide receivers and their big bodies to catch the football. Elite coverage. Great job being glued.
And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18.
All right, interesting decision for you now. How confident are you in your offense? You got a big fourth down. It is your...
Now, the offense is still out there. They're taking a gamble here. They could come up empty by passing on the field goal here on fourth down. Saying to throw for it on fourth. Fires to the end zone. Touchdown, Buckeyes. A great catch in the end zone.
And, man, that is exactly what you wanted to see from this offense to start the third quarter. Like, the passing game, it just wasn't in sync. It wasn't where it needs to be. You dug yourself a little bit of hole, Palmer, but coming out like this, throwing, trusting your quarterback, putting a drive together, that's got to be a good sign.
And this is where the coaching staff really makes their money. When you can go in at halftime and switch things up and make the changes you need to make to your game plan to find that rhythm and get it established. That is such a great way. Hey, to start this thing.